Are you ready to get into the map of Westchester? Let's jump right in. You know how we do. Okay, so this is Westchester. Westchester is a neighborhood within Los Angeles. Okay, so it's not an actual city, it's just an area, a neighborhood in the city of Los Angeles. Okay, now, even if you feel like you've never been to Westchester, if you've been to LAX by way of the airport, you have been to Westchester because the Los Angeles airport is right inside of Westchester. Okay, so as we're looking here on the screen, we're going to first look at what Westchester is near. Of course, like I said, here is the airport right here in Westchester. Right here to northwest of Westchester, you have Marina Del Rey. You have Playa Vista right here in this little nook over here. You have Playa Vista. Over here in this area, you get into Culver City, and then even further east, you get a little further east, you get into La Brea, not La Brea, Ladera Heights and View Park, Windsor Hills, Baldwin Hills area. Right here, over to right directly to the east, you have Inglewood. It's right there in next to Westchester, and then over here in the south, you get El Segundo. Okay, and then you go down and you go to Manhattan Beach and the South Bay area. Okay, Hawthorne, Torrance, and all that. Okay, so that's what's around Westchester. And of course, Westchester is very, very close to the beach. Okay. Oh, of course, I cannot forget about Playa del Rey. You've seen our other videos. If you have not, make sure you check out our other videos about Marina del Rey, Playa del Rey, and other videos about Westchester. This is strictly going to be a map video, just making sure you know the area. Okay. So this is Westchester, as I mentioned. And to get in and out of Westchester, because it is near the airport, it is near a lot of quite a few freeway connections. Okay, so you have the 405 freeway. Okay, you have the one which is Lincoln Boulevard, and of course, like I always make sure I remind you, the one is also turns into PCH. You see right here, it veers off to the west, and PCH is follows the coast, the west coast, all the way up till you get to Oregon, Washington. Okay. So right here, you have the one, it flows right through, and that will take you and connect you with the 105, which the 105 can connect you right here to the 405. Okay, so the 405 will get you north, goes north and south. Of course, you can hop on the 405, and then if you go north 405, you can catch the 10 to go east and west. Okay, so those are some ways. If you want to get to the beach, you could just, of course, just go west, or you can go the one to Santa Monica if you want to go to Santa Monica Beach or Venice Beach or even Marina. It's very easy to get to. Okay, now one thing I like about Westchester is, even though they don't have a whole lot going on, Westchester's a pretty big area, but they're very near like Playa Vista, which has a lot of entertainment, a lot of shopping, and and movies and all that, right in Playa Vista. So you get a really good, and Culver City. Okay, so you get a really good area very near to Westchester. I know some people who even live in Westchester and they'll walk over. They live in Westchester. They'll walk over to Playa Vista to go eat dinner. They have different activities they do over the summer where they have different, though they have nice parks over in Playa Vista too. So, but I just want to make sure you understand what's going on around Westchester. So we have the one. This is Manchester Avenue. Okay, so you can take Manchester to the 405. You could take the one, connect over the 90 to the 405, and then take the 405 to the 10 to go east to west, like I mentioned. And the 105 will take you east. Okay, if you need to go to the 105, or if you need to hop on the 110 to get to downtown, you can go that way too. Go Manchester, or you can hop on, in a different route. Okay, so there are many ways to get around and about and navigate the traffic that is the nightmare of LA. Okay. So Westchester is interesting because even though it's not a city, it is its own nook. And inside of Westchester, which is a nook of Los Angeles, they have other nooks. Okay. There are different areas inside Westchester that are so interesting. Okay, so let's start out. Of course, I mentioned Playa Vista, which is not a part of Westchester, but it's pretty. You see Whole Foods Market over there. You see Home Depot. So they got a lot going over there. But if you look over here, let's see, you got Playa del Rey over here, and then right after Playa del Rey, right here you have with the area called Westchester. Okay, so right over here, this area, right in this area, backing up to the airport, you have Westchester. Okay, so this part is actually bordered by Lincoln Boulevard, which is the one, which is of course PCH. Okay, so after Westchester, you have Loyola Village. Okay, Loyola Village is this area that's right near Loyola Marymount University. Okay, LMU, which is in this area you'll find more students. Of course, you'll find students everywhere in Westchester because you also have um, Otis College, Otis Art and Design College. But Loyola Marymount, you have probably more students living in the area of Loyola Marymount because they can easily walk to campus, walk to class if they rent out some of the homes in the area. Okay, so that's Loyola Village. So right next to east of Loyola Village area, you have Kentwood. So Kentwood goes right, let's see, we can right all the way up here. Sepulveda Boulevard, like ends it right here. Sepulveda Boulevard goes all the way up here. Okay. I think this is the street that it follows right over here. But it's a large area and it is one of the more desired areas of Westchester. Okay. So Kentwood. So followed by Kentwood, let's stick over here to Emerson Manor. Okay, so Emerson Manor is right in this little area. So it backs right into the airport, into LAX. And after Emerson Manor, you have Westport Heights. Okay, so Heights is east of Sepulveda Boulevard, but north of Manchester Avenue. So this is a Westport Heights uh, right here where La Tejera, I think, this is La Tejera Boulevard. Yeah, I see it here, going here. This is the Westport Heights area. Okay, so after you looking at Westport Heights, I'm making sure I say that correctly. Then you have, let's shoot down here to uh, where I want to go to. Westport Heights. Let's Marlow Burns Track. Okay, so Marlow Burns Track is right over here in this area. Okay, so you're gonna get Marlow Burns. This is a 405. Let me see. Get my balance. Okay, so this is right here, Emerson Manor over here. Then right over here, where Sepulveda Boulevard. I'm trying not to go over the advertisements. This is an area you have Marlow Burns Track. As you can see, it is still right here, right very close to the airport. Okay. So then after Marlow Burns Track, you have, let's shoot back up here. This is like kind of southeast of La Tejera Boulevard. You have Osage. Okay, so this little pocket over here is Osage. Okay, here, that's the Osage area. Okay, and then if you move down here, that's Inglewood over there. But this little nook is where's Century Boulevard? Here it goes. This little nook right here you have Manchester Square. Okay, so those are different areas inside Westchester. And even inside Westchester, you still have other nooks. You have, like North Kentwood. Okay, so it gets it can get pretty granular, but those are some of the main things you want to highlight in Westchester when you're doing the map tour. Okay, now of course in Westchester you have golf course, you have like I said, Loyola Marymount, you have Otis, um, you have a bowling alley. You have lots of eating places. Of course, you have like the Truxtons, which I really love Truxtons. You have like In and Out, which is always busy, ridiculously busy, okay, right near the airport. And you have a YMCA, you have a library, you have parks, um, recreation center. Um, it is really uh, an in-demand area. And I can see why, because Westchester feels suburban even though you're in the city of Los Angeles. Okay, you're like smack dab, like right there in the mix of everything, people flying in, flying out internationally, locally, um, stateside, but you're right there. And even though you have to make sure that you are okay with the airport noise, because of course, if you live in Westchester, you're very close to the airport, you will get airport noise. So as long as the airport noise doesn't bother you, the traffic doesn't bother you, especially on, Fridays and Sundays when there's high traffic in and out, Westchester is really good for you. Okay. Westchester, like I said, is in the city of Los Angeles, so it uses all of the city's amenities, so to speak. Um, the LAUSD schools, of course, I go in depth into a lot of all of what Westchester has to offer in our other videos. This one, I wanted to mainly give you a map tour so you can kind of get a feel of a bird's eye view of what Westchester looks like. Oh, and if you're moving to Los Angeles in any capacity, I actually recently published my book, How to Buy a Home in Los Angeles. You can find it online in Amazon. I'm very proud of it. This is an easy interactive 5-step planner to save time, money, and avoid stress. This is basically your handbook, excuse me, your handbook in when you're looking for your home, okay? It goes over cash. How are you going to, what are ways, creative ways to you can buy a home? It goes over your credit. It goes over your crew, okay? So your team around you, okay? It goes through the entire home buying process, okay? So the contract. So it deals with your cash, your credit, your crew, the contract, and then finally it gets to the end where we can say congratulations. Okay, this is full of worksheets, checklist. Like I said, it goes through the process, and basically it's like your handbook. It's holding your hand every step of the way. It has calendars in here where you fill out when you're in escrow, even before you get to escrow. This is the chart you fill out to make sure that you, I don't want to show too much. I don't want to show too much. I don't want to show too much. But I really put a lot of work into this and making sure that it was as simple as possible, as reasonable as possible, so that it can reach the pockets and reach the hands of anyone who was interested, no matter what your price point in Los Angeles could, because we know that price points can get out of hand. So whatever your price point in Los Angeles, I don't care if you're buying $500,000 home, which it's pretty hard to find a $500,000. If you're finding a fixer upper, we even talk about the renovation loans inside this book. Okay, so if you're buying a $500,000 fixer upper, or if you're buying a $5 million home, you can use this because you can skip over things. If you're not using financing, skip that part. You're still going to need to make sure that you get your home inspection. So I can't talk about this enough. It's on Amazon. It's on sale right now. I'll put the link link in the description box below, and I hope you check it out. But speaking of buying homes, let's look at some of the houses on the market in Westchester area. So I just pulled these up just so you can see a range of the Westchester homes. Okay, so this is a range from the high. This right here is the highest to the lowest. Okay, so this is right at 4 million, basically 5 bedrooms, 6 baths, almost 4,000 square feet. Okay, right at a little over 3,900 square feet. That's a new construction. So that was a home that somebody built up. Probably tore down the older home on homes. Okay, yeah, tore down an older home and then built a new construction home. And then you have, even if you want to do a condo. Okay, so they have some condos in Westchester. If you go on La Tierra Boulevard, like we were describing earlier, I think, yeah, that's right there on La Tierra Boulevard. You can get something, a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 757 square foot condo for $499. Okay, so there is a huge range that you can get into depending on what you're looking for, what your needs are for your family. I know that's different for everyone, but whatever your needs are, I can make sure that I can assist you. So whenever you are ready for Westchester or anywhere in Los Angeles, I can't wait to assist you. Look at my other videos because I go into depth over Westchester, Marina Del Rey, Playa del Rey, and I'm adding more every week. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below. If you get this book, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. Okay, I'm going to be doing some updates and some edits to it. But I wanted to make sure I get this out as soon as possible because the people need it. The people have been asking for it, so I had to make sure that I delivered for my people. Okay, and if you're my client, you don't have to buy this. You get it when you work with me. Okay, so I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.